Good afternoon everybody, this is Wigston Driving Test Routes, South Wigston Driving Test Routes, and this is test route number 9, and it's number 9 of 15. Just coming out of the test centre now, turning left, and I'm going to go left again from Tigers Road, and that's going to take us into Saffron Road. Got it right that time. Like I say, this is South Wigston test route number 9 and driving test route, and well, if you want to see the other test routes in this series, the other 14, just click the subscribe button and away you go. First thing we're going to come up to on this Saffron Road is this mini roundabout. Now do brake and get yourself into second gear as you approach this, so you can have a good look. Although we're going straight ahead, have a good look into Gloucester Crescent, make sure that you don't need to give way to anybody there, and then you come away. It's a nice sunny afternoon today. We've had some colder weather and that's brightened up quite a bit, so that's nice. So the same applies for this next mini roundabout that we're going to come to. Again, we're going to go straight ahead, but again we're going to brake. We're getting to second. There is something to give way to this time, in fact quite a bit, and that way we can move on. But do give yourself that time to get that right. Excuse me. We're still on Saffron. I don't know whether this bit's Saffron Lane or Saffron Road now, but that's where we are. We're going to go past the old Mary Linwood School and past Leicester City Ladies FC. And there's another mini roundabout here at the bottom of Trenant Road, and we're going to go straight ahead at that as well. So again, we're braking, dropping the car into second, we're having a good look into Trenant Road just to make sure it seems to be clear, so we're away. As we come along here, we're coming out down towards the Pork Pie Island now, but there's a bus lane that's kind of painted red on our left, and we're not allowed in that bus lane at all, so we're going to stay out of it. You'll see the bus lane ends here where there's 2 arrows on the road. We need to move into that left lane now as we approach the Pork Pie Island, because we're going to go straight ahead at this island and we're going to take the road that takes us down Saffron Lane. It's the third exit, so approach it in the left lane like this, and then just stay in this lane. It will say city, it'll have the word city written on it, but just stay in this lane and make sure that you do stay in your lane. On this roundabout, your kind of lane discipline is everything, really. So it won't be long before these lights change for us. Let's hope so. You always seem to be sitting there for some time. Here we go. There are also videos on the channel, if you subscribe, that take you through all the directions that you can go around the Pork Pie roundabout on, and you'll find those, like I say, if you subscribe and just look into the channel, Driving Test Wizard. So we're on Saffron Lane now. Now Saffron Lane's a 30-mile-an-hour road, as we know. Just to keep it nice and steady. It'll be quite tempting to go a little bit quicker, because it's quite a wide road. I'm just going to wait this side of the crossing here, just because of where this dustbin lorry is kind of parked. That's it, we can get round in now. I didn't want to wait on the crossing, you see, I didn't want to stop on the crossing. So Saffron Lane is quite a major kind of trunk road that takes you into Leicester itself. So it's normally quite busy. At the moment we're just coming towards the end of the lockdown. We're all being allowed out for bits and pieces. so it's not as busy as it would normally be. And on your left you'll see there's a row of shops. In the distance there's a BP garage. We're going to take the next left here. So that's left into Duncan Road, so it's gone from Saffron Lane into Duncan Road here. And what you'll notice straight away about Duncan Road is, first of all, there's lots of there's mini roundabout, there's lots of parked cars all over the place, and so it's not always that you can get, you know, down it straight away. Sometimes you have to give way, and that's what we're going to do now. So because there's a grey van parked quite close to the end, to the roundabout there, I'm waiting this side of the roundabout to allow this Astra to come through. So I'm giving her lots of room, and now that's leaving me a space that I can comfortably go through. If you're going to wait early, that's the point of that. Then we're going to turn left into Milligan Road. Now I used to live on Milligan Road, and one cool fact about Milligan Road is when you live on there, you'll be forever meeting people that say, "Oh, I used to live on Milligan Road." It's true, that is. Even now, we've been left here for like 20 odd years, and still people come up to me and say, "Oh, I used to live on Milligan Road. Did you used to live there?" And the thing about this road here is that there's lots and lots of speed bumps. In fact, this whole area is full of speed bumps. It's like they had like too many left over, and they've just put them in just everywhere they could do around here. So they're a little bit annoying. I suppose they do slow the traffic down. As you're going over them, you want to be doing around about 20, no more than 20 really, just to be nice to the car. That was 17, for instance, we went over that one. So just to be nice to the car, and of course when you get your own car, you'll be extra careful over those, hopefully. We're turning left here into Burniston Road. Quite a wide road, but I'm still going to wait here for the van, just because there's cars parked on both sides, and it means the road is narrowed to only to the width of one car. You'll see what I mean about the speed bumps. They're all down here, and they'll be down the next couple of roads that we drive down as well. So we've turned from Milligan Road into Burniston Road. We turned left, and now from Burniston Road we're going to turn right. That's going to take us into Alton Road, but we're not quite there yet. Be quite careful here not to cut the corner. There's no road markings, so it'd be quite easy just to drift over and cut that corner off. And of course that's one of the pitfalls of this test route. It's kind of very innocuous, but it catches, you know, it catches people out. So do be careful there not to cut that corner. As we come along Alton Road, you see there's more and more of these speed bumps around here. And we're going to turn left when we get to the end. And that's going to take us into Wigston Lane. And then we're going to turn right. So it's going to be left into Wigston Lane, and then immediately turning right into Bridevale. This is Bridevale Road. Now one thing you'll notice about Bridevale Road is it's a 20-mile-an-hour zone. There's only these small signs. So it's 20 miles an hour. And then we're going to turn right here into Eastwood Road. Again, careful not to cut the corner off, there's no road markings, but again you'll see that it's a 20-mile-an-hour zone, so do be careful as you drive along here don't want to break that speed limit, there's always a reason why they bring you along these sorts of roads, and that's to see if you'll notice that they're 20 and that you'll stick to that speed. So do you know, be ever vigilant, and do be careful to do that. So we're coming to the end of Eastwood Road now. We're going to turn right. There's a mini roundabout at the top. We're going to turn right into Aylestone Drive. More speed bumps. And it says give way in 100 yards. We're going to turn left when we get to the end of the road here, or the crossroads anyway. We're turning left there. All these speed bumps, things are falling off my car. There you go, I'm going to put that back there. Just tissues. That's it. Seems to be clear. More speed bumps down here. We're back on Wigston Lane now. More speed bumps as we go past Montrose School. Actually, the speed bumps here and this crossing that we're just crossing now were only put there after somebody was run over while they were crossing that road. So it's quite a tragic thing, really, that bit. But they went a bit mad on all the other roads with the speed bumps, I think. Anyway, we've gone past them now. We've gone past Montrose School. We're coming down Wigston Lane, and we're heading towards Aylestone. This Wigston Lane, particularly at this end, is prime target for them asking you to pull in and park on the left and then pull away again, just because it's a little busier down here. It's a bit more narrow as well, and so it's not always that easy to get yourself away. When we get to the end of this Wigston Lane, we're going to turn left and then right, and we will end up in Middleton Road, or as the locals know it, or as the locals used to know it when I was growing up, Culpit Lane. So it's officially Middleton Road, but a lot of people that live around here will call it Culpit Lane. But we're turning left here from Wigston Lane into Aylestone Road, and then we're going to turn right, immediately right, into Middleton Street. And this is what they used to call Culpit Lane. I don't know why they changed the name of it. And there's someone in a very retro Leicester City shirt. Good lad, well done. Now the thing about just here is it's a 20 zone as well. There's quite a few of these 20 zones on this test route, isn't there? There's quite a lot of kind of residential streets with speed bumps, mini roundabouts, and there's a few twists and turns, turn left, turn right, and there's a few of these 20-mile-an-hour zones. So there's lots to look out for, and actually it's only when you get to here that it changes from 20 and back to 30. It floods underneath this bridge quite a lot. Not anymore. We've not had rain. Well, we had a few bits of rain last week, but nothing significant. We've not had really rain for a couple of months properly. As we come along here, Middleton Street, what we can see now is there's a cycle lane. We want to keep out of that cycle lane. There's a car park there at the moment, that's fine. Just going to keep out of the cycle lane as we drive along this road here. We've changed from Middleton Street now to Burniston Lane East. Just how the road changes. And as we're coming down to the traffic lights here, where you've got Premier Inn on one side and a Jaguar garage on the opposite side, we're going to turn left at these traffic lights. We're going to move all the way into that left-hand lane. We don't need to be signalling at this point, because this lane will only go left. That's the only way you can go. So there's no need to indicate. And again, these lights should change for us fairly quickly. Normally do. Excuse me. So they've not changed yet, but they're about to. You will see, if you look in the description, you'll see that this whole route is listed out. So you can see all the twists and turns there. Now you can copy and paste that if you want to do what excuse me, do whatever you want to with it, and that's going to be fine, just as long as it helps you out. This is now Narborough Road South. It's a 50-mile-an-hour zone, this. It used to be 70 back in the day, but it's 50 now. They used to call it the Mad Mile when it was 70. Because apparently it's a mile long, and it was madness driving down here at that speed. But 50 now, so do stick to the speed limit. So this road, to give you some context, is taking us down towards Foss Park. Excuse me. Well, I feel like Bob Fleming now. I keep coughing and sneezing and spluttering. See if we can get through it. I do need a glass of water. I can't have one yet. As we come to the end of this road here, we can see the lights there. There's some traffic lights, and they're on red. And we're going to move directly into that left lane. Because when we get down to the roundabout there, we're going to take the first exit, or well, actually it's going to be the second exit, but it's not the Foss Park one. It's the one that goes down towards Soar Valley Way. And that's the B4114. These lights shouldn't take too long either. There you go. So you can see that first exit where this traffic is going there. That takes you into Foss Park. We're not going there today. But we're just carrying straight along here. These kind of sets of lights, once one catches you, that's the thing, isn't it? Once one red light catches you, it seems to be that you're stopping at all the red lights. All the red lights after that. Do excuse me. Here we go. How strange. Again, we're just going to stay in this left lane, and we're going to actually move into the left lane here, because when we get down to this next roundabout, we'll be turning left, and that's going to take us into Soar Valley Way. And obviously the lights are on red again. just trying to get a drink while these lights are on red because I've got something stuck in my throat. I do apologise. Here we go, lights are on green, and we're turning left here into Soar Valley Way. Now a tip here, again, is just to stay in your lane, stay in this lane, don't move over, don't move to the right or to the left, because what happens at these lights is it just puts you in the left lane anyway, and that's kind of where you want to be. Here's a thing that might happen to you on your driving test, where you have a slow moving vehicle in front of you and you're on a dual carriageway basically. It's a 50-mile-an-hour road, we're only getting up to like 35, so the question is, do we overtake him? Well, today the answer is no, because on the right hand lane here, as you can see with the traffic that's filing past us, it's already quite busy. If you moved out to go around him, you would probably make somebody slow down. So what you're best to do in this case is just to sit behind him, give a nice big space here, sit behind him, and just sit it out. If that right hand lane wasn't busy, if there was nobody in it, then we would consider overtaking the lorry. He's moving off now, so that's fine. He's going to turn left down Aylestone Road. We're going to go straight ahead at these traffic lights, and that's going to take us into Glenhills Way, which again used to be Glenhills Boulevard. I don't know why they changed the name of it. But that's it. We're just going to go straight ahead basically at these traffic lights. Our lights are turning to green, so it looks like we're going to be moving on fairly shortly. And we still have the filter arrow that takes us straight on, so we're fine. And again, you'll notice we've just stayed in the same lane, and it's been very, very easy. We've not had to chop and change around. And now all of these lanes are now merging into one. It's a good idea to look into your driver's door mirror on the driver's side, which is the offside, into your driver's door mirror, just to make sure at this point, when it does narrow into one lane, there's nobody overtaking you at the same time. Today we're alright, little Fiat 500 just dropped in behind us. As we're coming down this hill, not so difficult today because everyone's doing this speed, but as we're coming down this hill, be careful, because it's very easy for your car to drift over the 30-mile-an-hour zone. We want to keep it within that, don't we? We want to keep it within the speed limit. Busier now. It's mainly because there's a lorry up there that's going a bit slower than everybody else, and he's kind of holding everybody up. Now as we go up to the top of the hill, there's the Pork Pie Island again, so it'll be the second time we've gone around it today, and this time we're going to turn right, and that's going to take us towards South Wigston. You'll see on the sign there it says South Wigston. and it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th exit. And again, there are there's actually four videos on the channel that you can look at that takes you all the way through the Pork Pie Roundabout in all different directions. So have a look at those, you'll perhaps find them useful as well. And this is definitely one of them. So we're going right at the roundabout, so we're in the right hand lane. Just make sure the lights stay green. Yes, they do. And we're going to stay in this right hand lane. This will be a spiral roundabout, won't it, this one? So we're going to follow our lane out. And see it said South Wigston there? And again, we're following our lane out all the way out to here. And then we're going to indicate for left and come off like that. So you've got to spiral with your lane. This takes us back into Saffron Lane / Saffron Road. And it's taking us back towards where all the mini roundabouts were when we first set off today. So again, as we're coming into this one, at the bottom of Trenant Road, we're going to drop the car into second gear, have a good look all around, make sure it's all clear everywhere, and away we go. Still a 30 zone. And we're just coming up to the next of the kind of series of roundabouts here, and again we're going to go straight ahead. We're following the road back down to Tigers Road now, all the way down there. Just going to let this fella cross if he wants to. I'm not going to beckon him over. There we go, and we can now go through. That's fine. Still a 30 zone, so just keeping a little bit of an eye on my speed. It's 30 right now. It's easing off the gas down to 28. That's fine. And again, we're going to go straight ahead at this mini roundabout. You get a chance to look on your left. Some very nice houses along this street, particularly after this roundabout. That's it, there you go. And one day you'll live in a place like that. Okay, so we're now going to turn right. We're going to turn right from Saffron Road back into Tigers Road. Is he waiting? Yep, that's fine. And now that is test route number 9. And it's test route number 9 of 15. So if you want to see the rest, like I say, just hit the subscribe button or like or comment or whatever you want to do. But hopefully it's been helpful, and I will see you in the next video, which will be test route number 10. Hey.